Good evening, West Virginia fans. What is up? My name is Mountaineer Paul. This is another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. I'd like to welcome you guys all in on another exciting episode that I'm extremely excited about, man. For a couple of reasons. Number one, we're going to talk about one of my favorite players that are on the current roster, and just the amazing thing that he's been able to pull off here. He credits the fans for it. Somehow, some way, one of our players on the current roster has made the top 10 NIL earnings list for the month of May. And if you watch the thumbnail, you might think it's J.J. Weatherholt, Tucker DeVries, or Garrett Green. But it's not. We're going to talk about who that is. We're also going to move into the Quisenberry category and start talking about just flat out one of my favorite signings, maybe ever, in WVU history. I'm not even exaggerating. I love this kid. You guys. This kid can flat out ball. We're going to break down some of his film on his X page. Look at what he does well. He's going to be an elite receiver. It's a matter of when. I don't know how we snagged him up. I don't know how we pulled him out of the state of Kentucky with UK right there. Big ups to Neil Brown and company. I know they went to the same high school. We're going to talk about Monte Quisenberry today on the show and really break down why I think he could be the crowning jewel of the 2025 class. Before we do that, we got bills to pay. So let's talk about them. We're going to do our little our ad reads really quick, and then we'll move on with everything that I'm extremely excited about, guys. Stick around. Don't leave. All right. This episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing. Only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. And today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tent in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protect, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference at Magic Shine Auto Spa and Tent, where your car shines like new. Shine on, Morgantown. All right, guys, welcome into another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. Let's go, baby. So here we go. We're going to talk about number one on the list, what this video is about, and somebody I was able to speak to earlier. We're going to be going, and I'm going to be reading off of Rivals, who did an awesome article on this. I'm going to read that. I'm not going to show the screen because it's a paid site, and I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if they made this one public or not, so I don't want to break any rules or anything like that. But I am going to read the article because I'm shouting them out, so I feel like it's fair. West Virginia offensive lineman Xavier Bosley makes top 10 list. That's right, it's Xavier Bosley, guys. Out of everybody on this team that could be on a list with Zach Edey, I mean, it's insanity, but he's done it. So West Virginia redshirt sophomore offensive lineman Xavier Bosley was one of the top earning athletes in the country, in the nation, guys, in the nation, number 6 in the month of May in the NIL store. And that is quite the accomplishment as he joins athletes such as Purdue basketball player Zach Edey, Arkansas baseball player Wahiva Aloy, and others. Bosley was perched at number 6 on the list for the month of May. Bosley, 6'4", 308 pounds, is a Dunbar native who transferred into the program at the midterm after spending 2 seasons at Jacksonville State, where he was with Rich Rod and Rick Trickett and all those guys. There he redshirted in his first year before being named a freshman All-American after starting 11 games for the Gamecocks his second season there. It might be surprising to see some CNI offensive linemen on the list, but for Bosley, it comes down to promoting, which has led to items such as the Navy football jersey Gold Mountaineers crew, and Navy Arch tees selling. The biggest reason for the success was just spreading the word on Facebook. I come from a tight-knit community that are all West Virginia fans, so it's just a match made in heaven. It's a testament to the power of the West Virginia fan base and the plan put in place for Bosley. So, wow, guys, how cool is that? And how deserving. And we're going to have a peek here at his NIL store. So we can keep it going, may as well, right? I mean, he deserves every bit of it. I did reach out to him for comment. He did reply, so I will read some of that off my X page, let you guys see what he had to say. But here's his locker room on the NIL store. As you can see, it's very well set up. Very nice job they do there. I mean, everything's laid out really plain. It's not hard to navigate. You literally, you can search for what you want here, I'm assuming. That's pretty dang cool, guys. So big ups to Xavier Bosley, who was nice enough to do my show. You guys know, yesterday I told you I've had athletes on this show that have cost into the four figures, right? Over $1,000 for a spot on this show to do NIL. I'll just go ahead and put it out there. Xavier Bosley only charged me $50, and he could have got way more. I didn't. He chose that. It wasn't because I lowballed him. He chose it. I wanted to give him more, So, at the end of the day, we just did that. So we're really excited for him, and couldn't be happier for what he's doing here on the NIL store. He's an extremely cool kid, and truly deserves everything that he has coming his way, and I mean that. So, you guys know I have a special place for him because he really kind of put me on the map a little bit. I know it's not like, in my mind, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, because he allowed me to break the news that he transferred to West Virginia after establishing a pretty cool friendship on X. He even let me make the announcement, which should have been him. And I didn't know the etiquette of that at the time, so I probably would have let him do it. But now that I know better, because people kind of look down on that, like not letting the player do it. But he was really cool like that. Every time I've ever reached out to him, he's been awesome, guys. Amazing. Truly just an amazing kid. So he deserves all of the credit and everything he's got coming his way. I will be his biggest cheerleader no matter where I'm at this year. So top 10. Amazing. I mean, it's not easy to get on that list. Those kids are making serious money, guys. I did reach out to him for comment. He did tell me what he made. I'm not going to share it with you, but it's a lot. So be glad for him, guys. Just be glad for him. But he did say, I asked him about his foot. You guys know he had a little bit of a foot injury, and he has been practicing. So everything's going well there. A lot of people have him slotted in as a starting right tackle. Could be Nick Malone, but he's certainly right in that race. So we're looking to big things from Xavier Bosley, especially since he may be the person protecting Nico's blind side next year. So he could become the most important lineman on the team in less than a year. So could be this year even. So let's really, really appreciate Xavier and everything he's done. Let's get to some comments here really quick, guys. Pokemon Kid Entertainment. Hey there, Paul. Sorry I missed your video. I was not going to miss this one. Thanks, man. Thanks for sharing that out. Ashanti Warrior says, Nico, you thought it was Nico? This is hypothetical, but what if the Big 12 did sell its equity off for over $1 billion and then use that money to buy Clemson and FSU in the conference? Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough about it to really get into it, to be honest, Curtis. Just it sounds great on paper, and maybe it's something you could pull off. I think Clemson and FSU in the Big 12 would be amazing. It would replace Texas and Oklahoma to some extent. I think you could say Florida equals either Texas or Oklahoma, but Clemson is just a notch below Texas or Oklahoma in my book. But it would be an incredible replacement and would be welcome. I mean, you can easily see those two running the conference, and I don't know. I would say financials are probably the only reason they wouldn't come. So, they would probably want to make more than everybody, though, guys. You think about what they're doing in the ACC right now. Well, I mean, unless there's a better deal to where everybody can make a lot of money, but they're always going to feel like they deserve more, guys, because of the brands that they have. So, that would be a tough. I mean, I don't know. I would love to see it happen, and I would be extremely happy if it did, but I just don't know if it's, pipe dream or whatever. What's up, Robert? Great pickup. Go Ears. Frustrated WVU fan says, not surprising your blindside offensive lineman gets highly reimbursed. Happens in the NFL. Good point. Good point. All right, so thankful to Xavier Bosley. Oh, yeah, my X page. Let's do that really quick. Let's see. Oops. All right. Trying to read what Bosley and I talked, what he said to me. Okay. So he said, he's been working out for a couple weeks. They put sterile tips on it before each workout. So he is for sure back to practice. I wanted to make sure that I was looking at that correctly, and yeah, I was. All right, guys, so let's share the new screen here. We're going to go over to WestVirginiaInsiders.com, read an article I wrote about the new commit yesterday, guys. I'm excited about this. I'm not going to lie. Like, this kid was overlooked, even though he got recruited by Michigan and others. His star rating to me is, if he was 6 feet tall, he'd probably be a high 4-star, if not a 5-star player. I'm not kidding. That's my take on it. But I'll let you guys have your own take on it. We're going to look at some of his film. But let's go over to West Virginia Insiders and read an article I prepared, and we'll go from there. All right. West Virginia lands insane wide receiver to the 2025 class. Friday evening, the West Virginia Mountaineers picked up a commitment from class of 2025 wide receiver Monte Quisenberry, 5'9", 160 pounds, out of Neil Brown's alma mater, Boyle County High School in Danville, Kentucky, which has a lot to do with it as well. It's kind of like being from West Virginia. You just don't get looked at by as many big teams. In an exciting turn of events Friday evening, they received a commitment from Monte Quisenberry, a promising wide receiver from Boyle County High School. What makes this commitment particularly noteworthy is Quisenberry's connection to head coach Neil Brown, as both hail from the same alma mater. This shared heritage underscores the trust and familiarity that's played a pivotal role in Quisenberry's decision to choose West Virginia. Coach Neil Brown expressed his enthusiasm for the acquisition, highlighting Quisenberry's speed, agility, and football IQ as standout qualities that align perfectly with the Mountaineers' offensive strategy. Brown emphasized the importance of nurturing local talent and integrating them into the team's long-term vision for success. And this is my tale of the tape. This is word for word what I have to say about it. Wow, what an explosive player. One thing for sure, this kid has elite cutting ability. It's really similar to what Tavon Austin did. He's small, yeah, but he's the prototype NFL speed guy in today's league, like a Tyreek Hill. He will be hard to hold on to for an entire year, and is far and away my favorite player in the 25 class today. For Monte Quisenberry, committing to West Virginia represents a significant milestone in his young career. His dedication to the game and determination to excel to collegiate level are evident, making him a valuable addition to the Mountaineers roster. As West Virginia prepares for the upcoming seasons, the addition of Quisenberry signals a bright future ahead. Fans can look forward to seeing his impact on the field and how he contributes to the team. And don't forget to keep coming back to West Virginia Insiders for more. So, I've got his X page teed up right here. Let's have a peek and gander at it. Let's share the screen one more time. All right, so here's the page. We're going to have a look at these highlights on Huddle. As of now, I've never gotten tagged for sharing anything from Huddle yet. So Let's share. Let's have a look at this video they put up. Unfortunately, I can't share the sound because the music they play. I got hit with copyright again. I had to cut the part of the video out to get them to take it off. But basically, the music they play while these videos are going on is a copyright hit. So I don't know how they get to play it, and I don't. But I don't know if they have they pay them to do. I don't know how it works. But here's the same kind of video as the last one, getting out of the car, meeting Neil Brown. The pictures. There's his dad. He looks just like his dad, by the way. I'm going to try to pause it at the right moment. I think they do a little photo shoot. Yeah, right there. He looks like his dad, but with no braids, man. I mean, that's like identical. I was laughing yesterday at that. Yeah, he looks just like his dad. Cracked me up, man. Nice family. But he looks like a nice kid. Yeah, he looks like a dog too, man. I can't wait to show you guys some of this tape. So let's get over here to Huddle and check out exactly what he's got going on for the 25 season. I'll have to share screen one more time. Boom off of this. Oh, crap. Pushing the wrong buttons again. All right, share. All right, here we go. Wait for the ad to go away. No comments yet. Okay. 2, 1. All right. All right, here we go. Head coach Justin Haddix, which is the 606 Kentucky number. So one thing important to note about Quisenberry, guys, he is truly a jack-of-all-trades player. He played quarterback, he played running back, he played receiver. Although it's going to show him here taking a snap or running the ball, I can't remember which one. I'm really going to highlight the snaps he takes at receiver because that's what he's going to be playing at West Virginia. And there are some impressive snaps, I'll just tell you. So there he is with the ball right away. And you can see immediately, I mean, bye, beats everybody to the corner. And then he's got a ton of breakaway speed. He's in that 4.4 range. I think they said he ran 4.5 at camps. He'll get better. He's probably he's like the high 4.4s. Okay, here he is at receiver, guys. Top of your screen. Just watch how he moves. He's an elite route runner already, although he's got work to do. Not saying he's not, but I mean he because he's such a great cutter, his routes look so nasty. Slippery. Don't know how well you guys can see this. Hope it's not choppy. All right, here's at running back. Or no, I'm sorry. No, I was looking at the wrong side of the ball, wasn't I? That was him at safety. So here's him on what looks like a kickoff. He does a little bit of everything, and I imagine he'll probably play that position for us. Breaks a couple tackles there. That cut in the open field was nice. Pretty cool. Want to see more of the receiver highlights. If we can see them. Yeah, there we go. So just want to highlight how slippery he is here. So this corner is pretty much playing him inside leverage, which means the side to the quarterback for the player, right? So if I'm playing to the quarterback's right and the quarterback is on my left shoulder, he's shading me inside leverage. It basically means he's forcing me outside. Well, Quisenberry takes it. He goes to the outside, but watch how slippery he is on the release right here. He's gone, and that kid's already beat. Now, this is obviously a zone coverage, but look how quick he is on the safety, guys. He's already on the safety. Blows me away to watch this again. He's on the safety now, right now. He's cutting across the field, and he just destroys him on a 2 or 3 move route. I mean, unbelievable. You don't see this in high school players very often. Check this move out again. He cuts inside. You think he's running a post. He's not. See ya. Back up the field. back to the post. Kid, listen, guys. This kid's going to be really tough to stop. You just don't see route running like that. Look at that cut. Come on. How is this kid not recruited higher? Somebody explain it to me. Unbelievable. So here he is. He gets the ball, takes it off the edge. There's nowhere to go. But he slows down. And this cut right here coming. Now, obviously, he could have kept going, but it's just his instinct. He's so much like Tavon in this way. He wants to make this guy right here look very silly, and he does. And I mean, good on the kid. He almost caught back up to him, but here he's at running back again. Very much similar to Tavon. He throws it this time. All right, there he is. He's got the ball in the hole. Just beautiful. Look at these cuts, guys. I mean, you could argue he could be a great running back as well, but they're going to play him a receiver, which I'm happy about. Punt returns as well. So as you can see, he was definitely their do-it-all player. So I won't watch too many more of these guys. I think you guys have the picture by now. Hopefully it's not choppy or anything like that. Here's a great – let me check some comments. Yes, exactly. W Football going deep. What's up, Tyler Cobb? What's up, John Kristovich? What's up, everybody? Darius Raynaud's a great comparison as well. So we're going to check out this next play here. If everybody's cool with me continuing on with this, obviously he's in the slot right here. Well, he's not in the slot technically, but he's on closer to the hash. So let's check this route out and see what he does to him. So normal, you know, he just he's just a better athlete than them, and really just it's this good communication between he and the quarterback, going finding the spot of the field that was best open. But this isn't what I would consider an elite route. It's just him being a better athlete. I mean, he does a good job. Don't get me wrong, but like he's just a better athlete than them, you know. That reminds me of Tavon coming across the formation. Oh, yeah, I remember this play. Beautiful double move. The kid didn't bite on it too well. I mean, because when somebody's this fast, you know, you don't. I mean, it's, you know, in college, and he can improve this double move. Obviously, he just knows he's faster, I would say. But I mean, he sold it decently. This isn't one of his better routes, but he's just a better athlete once again here. But watch the double move right here. And all he had to do was get that kid to stop his feet, and he gets a step by the time it's over with and makes the catch, which is great ball skills. Another punt, which these punts are really bad. He's already up the field. He's gone already, guys. You know, like this is not somebody you can make a mistake on. I can't even rewind it fast enough to catch up to him. All right, one more time. I don't even know where he caught this at. I mean, he's right here, right? So the punt must have – he caught it right there. Okay, see, he's gone. I mean, he just outruns – yeah. A kid like this probably should have transferred to IMG Academy or somewhere. He would have got a lot more looks, similar to Tank when he went to Florida. You know, a kid like this staying in Kentucky is almost a disservice to him. And I hate to say that because we want to see kids stay in the state, you know, whether it's West Virginia or Kentucky. But you can argue for the kid, he didn't get enough eyeballs on him. There's no way. 5'9" isn't the knock it used to be, you know. I mean, you can go back through history and just one after the other. Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, Tyreek Hill, all shorter guys. It doesn't matter, guys. You know, when you can run routes like that kid can, good luck. So I really do feel like this is one of the better. So it's going to be hard for somebody to beat him in the 2025 class for me. You know, I really that kid is such a stud. So let me know how you feel about him, guys. You know, like the video, first of all, if you can, before you leave today. Don't forget to subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. And by the way, we're over 2,000 finally. So thank you guys for getting us there. It took a little longer than I wanted, but drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel about this particular video. Don't forget to tell me any ideas you have in the future for potential videos as well. I'm always up for that. And thank you guys once again for your support and getting me to 2K. It means a lot. For me, it's, you know, it's a little bit more of a status symbol, I guess. You know, it always give you a little bit more credibility when you got 2K rather than 1 point whatever. So, yeah, I agree with what you said going deep. Definitely, Forrest. All right. Darius Raynaud, good comparison. And it's not just the moves. He doesn't go down when hit. Yeah, he's really slippery for sure, man. It reminds me of Dobson who played for TCU on their big run. Hey, that's a good comparison too, Pokemon. Good point. Tyler Cobb said, I'm too focused on 2024 to think about 2025, but he is definitely a stud, and I can see him being that number one guy in a few years. Yeah, absolutely. I get your point about being focused on 2024, but man, you know, and like I said it on my article, I think, or maybe I said it on the post above it. It's going to be hard to hold on to him for a year, in my opinion. If other teams, I don't know, you know, I don't know how he's not one of the best players on everybody's board, you know. Obviously, he's got some faults, right? He doesn't have elite speed. I mean, he's right there in that 4.5 to 4.4 range, but that's way good enough. You know, it's not like he's Shelton Gibson type speed where he's in that 4.3, 4.2-ish range. But his cut ability is what really gives him the advantage. It's so good that, you know, if you put that kid in the slot on linebackers or safeties, he's going to win a lot over the middle. If you put that kid outside, he's going to shake corners up. You know, the only way you can beat a kid like him is to get physical with him. And if he gets strong, then you're in big trouble. So that would be my goal for him when he gets to WVU, is get him in the weight room, get him strong enough to play against press coverage because he's going to see it. But the thing is that's great about offense these days is it's geared towards the offense. You can definitely scheme up ways to get a kid like that the ball, similar to how we did Rodney G last year, whether that's on the sweep, whether that's just a screen, whether that's just something quick and over the middle, whether that's just a curl or anything like that, or just, you know, I mean, matching them up, you know. And so if you've got more than one good receiver, you know, that changes things too. But can you imagine? I mean, I don't know how he's going to do this year, obviously, but Darius Farmer and this kid, both on the field at the same time, man, Nico might have himself a freaking couple seasons here coming up. Can you imagine Nico throwing to both those guys, and in 2 years, both those guys? Man, it's exciting to think about, guys. And I can't even begin like you guys. I know it's 2024, but man, I love looking ahead too when it comes to stuff like this. All right, guys, that's really all I got. Wanted to get on here and talk about Bosley. Wanted to get on here and talk about Quisenberry. And so not to be confused with Hansberry over on the basketball side. I have a feeling I'm going to screw that up at some point in time. Forrest said, or WVU Football Going Deep said, he's added weight since last year, and Joseph will put about 10 pounds of muscle on him during his freshman year. Yeah, he will. That's for sure. That's what we've invested in, so we better. We better. But other than that, guys, not a whole lot else to talk about. Really excited about the player. Like I said, really excited for Xavier Bosley. Get over and support him if you can. Those of you that donated to Jerry West causes, I had a few people message me. That's awesome. Thank you for doing such a cool thing. I had one or two of you send me something on Cash App as well, and that was super cool. I want to thank you guys so much. Let me look at the names here before we get off here. Okay. So I want to say thank you to James McCarty and Jeff Peeler, who both sent me $10 on Cash App. I really appreciate that, guys. Means a lot. Obviously, the super chat button is open here if you want to help with that. Otherwise, this is my cash tag. If you ever want to support the show, I say at least once in every video. This is my full-time job. I don't have another job, so what I make here is what I get. Rockel, ROCKEL 85 is my cash tag if you ever want to help or just do a super chat. But other than that, guys, not a whole lot to talk about. Don't forget about Magic Shine, the best sponsor. And don't forget about Xavier Bosley, guys. Like I said, his NIL store. Check it out if you get time. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. And this episode is over, and I'm out.